about 7:15 on Tuesday morning. I'm here at NBC Studios. We're doing a show with Joe Scarborough, Morning Joe. Joe, when he was back in Congress, he and I had some disagreements. Basically, he's a good guy. I enjoy going on the show. I still want to talk about healthcare. You know, you never know with Joe. I may get on there, and who knows, I may end up Yankees, Red Sox, whatever. But the main reason I do these shows is, first of all, I enjoy it, a lot of give and take, but also gives me a chance to go over the head of the print media, especially Newsday. Can't count on them accurately reporting what I say. This way I go in the air, say it myself, let people decide. Anyway, I'm off into the studio here, got myself looking good in the makeup room, get my hair done, and I'm off to do battle with Joe and Mika. Here I go. Okay, I'm here in the green room, which you see is not green, but what can I tell you? Never trust the media. Elaborate food here, which is about 3 days stale. But I'm here to watch Scarborough, see what he's saying, so I can be sort of ready for him. He and Mika, and what can I tell you? Hopefully I'll stay awake for the show, don't get into a fight with Joe, and I'll straighten out everything in the world. So I'm on the way.
Congressman Peter King is here. Perfect guy to ask questions.
He's perfect guy because he said last week Americans don't care about health care.
Well, now there's that, and also the
representative from New York and ranking member of Homeland Security Committee, Congressman Peter King. Peter, if Obama's health care plan passes, how long till the firing squads are set up in Queens, in your Queens district?
Well, first of all, before we get to that, I've taken a lot of abuse from you over the years because I made a remark once about certain members of Congress being barefooted.
Yeah.
I walk in here this morning, and what do I see? I mean, you know,
true.
After all these years of abuse that you threw at me.
It's abuse of me.
So Peter King told the Washington Post in 1995 that he wasn't going to listen to Southerners like Joe Scarborough, guys that probably just walked barefooted out of tent revivals in the South. That he was going to do what Queens wanted to do. And I think I know this will shock you, but I responded in kind in a letter. And then, hell, we got in a fight publicly. You brought Jerry Adams over, and I apologize to John Major for you bringing over a terrorist, and then you attacked. It was those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. You, of course, were right on Jerry Adams. A peace broke out all over Ireland.
Went on forever and a day. But anyway, here we are.
Yeah.
You're making money, and I'm still hanging out in Congress.
Yeah, sucker. So anyway, you said last week that health care reform is not high on Americans' wish list for legislation. What did you mean?
No, I was talking about the radical type of reform that President Obama was talking about is not. I mean,
what is radical?
Restructuring the entire health care system. I think it should be done incrementally. You know, when you find the average person, or 80% of the average people have health care insurance, 90% of registered voters have health care insurance. It may not be perfect. They may have problems with it, but it's not the rabid type issue that had to be solved by August 1st of this year, the way President Obama was saying.
And Christy, look at this poll. I understand a lot of Democrats have wanted health care reform for a long time, but we do see this time and again that the biggest challenge, it seems to me, facing the president and the Democrats right now is a large chunk of Americans are satisfied with their health care plan.
It's true, although I think there's also an underlying anxiety because since healthcare is tied up with employment for most Americans, and we don't yet have portability of healthcare, and we don't yet have the requirement that people are covered regardless of pre-existing conditions, which is part of what the reform is about. I think even people with health care know people who've lost their health care or know people who actually have gone into debt and in some cases bankruptcy because of health care costs.
Right.
So you still have a majority of Americans wanting change in the health care system.
Hey, I agree with that, brother. I'm not disagreeing with that. In fact, I think we should have portability. We should do something about pre-existing conditions and also about catastrophic care. I just thought it was a mistake to take 17% of the national economy and say we have to have it resolved by Henry Waxman and Charlie Rangel by August 1st. Otherwise, the country's going to fall apart. That's where I think the president made a mistake.
All right.
But are there going to be death panels out there?
No, I mean, obviously.
Sarah Palin and Newt Gingrich exaggerating, right?
Well, it's the worst case scenario. Yeah, I don't say that, but there is going to be a problem long term as far as deciding what care people are going to get at a certain age. Now, even Ed Koch, who was our friend and just out of the hospital, I wish him well, but he was a big time supporter of Barack Obama, mainly because of universal health care.
Right.
Actually, yesterday put out a very long statement saying how he's become very disenchanted with the health care program as a senior citizen.
Quick question, given the fact that you're a ranking member on the Homeland Security Committee, what do you make of this situation over the Hudson River? I know we're all talking about congestion and whether or not it's safe enough, it should be regulated for safety issues, but what about Homeland Security issues?
Yeah, there is a Homeland Security issue, but I heard what Joe said before, and the difference between the smaller flights, the commercial flights, is the damage that can be done. Obviously, a Cessna crashing into the Empire State Building is dangerous, but so is a truck coming into Times Square filled with explosives, or a dirty bomb going down to Wall Street. Fact is, we live in a very, very dangerous world, and that's why intelligence gathering is the most important thing. As far as the safety issue, that's a real one, definitely in the Hudson River.
It doesn't surprise you on a Homeland Security level that it's so unregulated, even for small aircraft?
No, I think it should be more regulated. I'm just saying it's not necessarily the crisis that Joe said it could be, any more than a truck or a car bomb in Lower Manhattan.
Well, I know. That sounds pretty crisis-causing.
Well, we do live in a very dangerous world. I mean, so we can't regulate everything. We do the best we can. That's why intelligence gathering is the best. But no, I think definitely Homeland Security should look into what happens on the Hudson River. Absolutely.
No. All right, Peter King,
Congressman
you've come here. You've come in my house. You've insulted me again, and I love you for it. Hey,
I only came to see Mika, not you.
I understand that. The way we book people also on radio, WABC, it's big and quick.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Will you be on there today?
I'll be on tomorrow.
He's on tomorrow.
We need you to call in today.
All right.
Will you do it?
I'll call anytime.
Thank you.
Great.
Coming up, business before...
Pretty good. Yeah. Joe with his bare feet. Hey, how you doing? My good friend Joe Scarborough was sitting there barefooted. I tell you, it brought back old memories and good times. Okay, finished with MSNBC and Joe Scarborough and Mickey Brzezinski, heading back out to Westminster Park, some work in the office. Also, I find out I got to call Scarborough off the radio to further educate him. But I give Joe all the help I can. Actually, it's a good one. Good chance to talk about healthcare. And also just good, I think, touch base with real people are watching. They get to see it unfiltered, unvarnished. Maybe I'll go over here to Radio City and try to get a role in their Christmas show or something. You never know. Be the great entertainer that I am. Anyway, that's it. I got to get to work.